Ever wonder how to close nearly a deal a day in real estate investing? Click the challenge button throughout this video and subscribe to my free 30-day video series, How I Close Thousands of Deals.
Hey Internet friend, this is Magic Brad with Synergy Cafe and the Synergy Collaborative, and I have a guest, and he was on before, and he's on again. His name is Peter. You there, Peter?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Yay! It took us a little bit of work and effort to get through, but perseverance, you know?
Yeah, and especially when things are working, it helps.
That's part of the job. So let's get to know who you are. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, that's right. See, I should remember all that stuff. And I don't recall, are you married, you got kids and all that kind of stuff?
Yep, married almost 20 years, 3 kids, 17, 15, and 14.
How long you lived in Atlanta?
Just about that long, just about 20 years. Actually, that's when I moved here when I got married.
I remember we lived in Asheville, North Carolina for a while, and there was a big old ice storm, and I remember everything just shut down. It took people like 8 hours to get from Atlanta back to Asheville. Because it was,
yeah, everything shuts down here. They really don't even have too much equipment to move anything. So, yep, that's exactly what happens.
We can take care of that up here in Minneapolis. No problem.
There you go. I always tell people you don't have to shovel sunshine, so I like it here.
There you go. I understand. Well, so let's get right into what it is that you do to occupy yourself. What is your what's your gig?
Sure. Well, obviously, my name is Peter Vekselman. I'm a real estate investor. Been investing successfully for about 15 years. You know, bought over 3,000 properties. On average week here in Atlanta office, I do about 10 deals a week. I also have offices throughout the rest of the country, all the way from Florida to Texas to California, collectively doing about 50 deals a week between all my offices. In terms of my investment portfolio, and also my real claim to fame is I also have a traditional real estate brokerage with regular real estate agents. So we've actually combined the two, and that's how we go to the market. We basically empower the sellers by giving them options. Of option A, we could actually buy their property, or if that does not work, then we can help them list the property. So that model is just absolutely taken off by storm, and that's why we're growing by leaps and bounds all over the place here.
So then you help other people get into what it is that you're doing successfully?
Absolutely. I also have a coaching program where people can find out more about me at coachingbypeter.com. That's where people who aspire to be real estate investors, or they are investors and are looking to move up the food chain to get their businesses bigger and better and better. I work with individuals like that literally all over the United States and help them develop.
So say there's a guy that has a job and he's got this entrepreneurial spirit. He's always wanted to kind of get out of his job, and he lives in a house, and so you can kind of help him say, you know, maybe what you ought to do is maybe move into a duplex and rent out half of it. Yeah, is that the kind of thing that you do?
Yeah, that's like a kindergarten way of doing things. But in a sense, yes. If the guy's got a job, it don't matter where he lives. But he says, listen, I want more in a job. I want to one day be able to get out of here, and you know, I want to enjoy freedom. I want to be my own real estate investors. You know, I show them how to do that. Exactly right.
Well, when people like me get into this kind of thing, you got to start at the kindergarten level. I never bought a house before, and when I got married, and I didn't get married till I was 53, and I bought my first house. My house that I lived in was my parents', and it was just willed to me and my brother. But that's a lot of paperwork and all those terms like escrow and points and all that stuff, and it makes you crazy. So it's nice to be able to have someone like you that can explain that kind of stuff, and maybe you can say, this isn't the house for you because there's not enough margin in it, so maybe you should back off and find something new. Cause
that's what I do. I mean, I take people from zero to hero. You know, show them how to put deals together, how to structure deals. You know, usually can get them profitable in the first couple of months. You know, goals then to get them out of their jobs, replace their incomes a couple of months afterwards. So yeah, people that want to work with me, they start part-time, but the goal for them is, you know, they aspire to be successful investors, and that's my kind of bullseye client.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. Me and a friend of mine, he's got a big background in real estate, and that's what he does, is generate leads for real estate agents and things like that. But him and I are working on some stuff where you can leverage your money to start working for you, and that's kind of what you're talking about, the Robert Kiyosaki kind of thing of being an investor rather than an employee kind of mindset. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The real estate is all about leverage. Now, the typical what people think about leverage is money, and that's correct. You know, you can leverage money. But the great thing about real estate is that it allows you to leverage so many other things. It allows you to leverage time, it allows you to leverage resources, it allows you to leverage other people. It's that side of the leverage that really allows you to create a lifestyle. In the job, you know, I don't care how much money you make. The more you make, the harder you work. in real estate, the more successful you get and the more you leverage other things other than just the money side, that's where you start buying back your own time and start creating a lifestyle for yourself.
Well, even the taxes and stuff like that. If you're in the business of what you're doing, when you go in and put new siding on a house, that's all a tax-deductible business expense, right?
Yep.
Like
the tax code is set up for business owners, as you know. It's not set up for W-2 employees. So, yeah, absolutely. It's another sideline benefit, as you get us to be an investor, you have the ability to take advantage of the kind of write-ups you would never be able to take advantage of otherwise.
So I've got some money in REITs, which is real estate investment trusts. So that's sort of real estate investing, but I don't really touch it. I just let it ride. It's in a lot of different properties. It's in residential, commercial, storage lockers, apartments, shopping centers. It also gets into resorts and things like that. Do you get into like resort properties in exotic locations like in Tulum, Mexico or anything like that?
No, that's definitely a niche type of a deal. My bread and butter is just regular real estate that you find anywhere. Houses, could be small apartments, could be tracts of land.
But just real estate?
Stuff.
Or just residential?
Mostly about 80% residential and about 20% other various things like commercial, apartments, land, stuff like that.
Yeah, walking around downtown Minneapolis, once in a while you see these big warehouses that are empty and you wonder why. And it's because there's a coffee shop on the bottom that's paying for everything. And they've got all that space. And you wonder, why don't they rent out this space? Because they don't have to.
And that's exactly right.
All the tax
it's a beautiful thing about real estate. I mean, when you really start understanding the dynamics of what it offers, there's nothing out there to like.
Hey, you guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and I have a one-on-one coaching program where I coach people just like you to help become very, very successful real estate investors. So if you're a buyer or you know other buyers literally all over the world that are looking for deals in a Georgia market, specifically concentrated towards Atlanta, you need to be on our buyers list. By now, you'll see my email scrolling across the screen. Send me an email. Just say, add me to the buyers list. And on a daily basis, you're going to get some terrific, both ROI and equity-driven deals emailed right directly to you through email. The other thing, if you're looking to become a successful investor, whether you're brand new, just getting started, or whether you're doing it already and you're looking to be a bigger, more sophisticated, more savvy investor, I know I could help you do that. Send me an email to learn more about my one-on-one coaching program, or better yet, right below this video, there's a link right directly to coachingbypeter.com. You can go straight there and learn more about how I could help you become very successful in this industry.